let's learn about your 1, 4, 5 chord progression using proper inversions on the piano. Now, what 1, 4, 5 is when you take the major scale and you build chords on each of the scale degrees. 1 chord, 2 chord, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're back to your 1 chord. We just numbered the scale degrees and then we built chords off them. 1, 4, 5 is when you do your first chord in the series, the 4th, and the 5th. Those are what are called your primary chords. And that's a beginner way of doing it. The real official way to do it is to use a inverted F chord so that it sounds better, and an inverted G chord so it sounds better. That way you don't have to move your hand. And it actually sounds better too. So the formula for that, your C chord is fingers 1, 3, 5, and we have to be very specific with the fingering. When you go to your 4 chord, it's an F chord, you're going to use fingers 1, 3, 5 with your right hand, and then come back. So you're using the same fingers, you're just expanding up by 1 key with each finger. Now for your 5 chord, you're going to keep your pinky on G, and you're going to reach down 1 key with your thumb. And that's where your goofy number 2 comes in, because you're using a right hand first inversion chord. And then if you do it properly, you only ever have to scrunch your thumb back in to get to your 1 chord. Altogether, that's same fingers, but stretching up. And then I return, and then I keep my pinky there, and I reach down with my thumb. And that enables me to just bring my thumb back and switch back to my middle finger. Now that winds up being the same thing in all the different keys. So that's very handy to know. With your left hand, the inversion pattern is slightly different. It'd be good to review that. But the pattern is, you do a regular C chord with fingers 1, 3, 5. And then you're going to reach your thumb up 1 key. And that's where the goofy 2 finger pattern comes in for your left hand, which happens on second inversion, which is what this chord is. And then all you have to do is bring your thumb back for your 1 chord. Now when you go to your 5 chord, the G chord, you're going to keep your thumb on G, and you're just going to reach these 2 fingers down for B and D. That way, all you have to do to return is scrunch those fingers back up. Altogether, that is C chord, second inversion F chord, back to C, and then a first inversion G chord. I would practice your hands separately, repetitively, until you get really good at that. And when you're ready, you would slowly want to integrate both hands, doing the fingerings exactly. Because when you do all the others, the fingerings, thankfully, are exactly the same. And that's how you do your 1, 4. 1, 4, 5 inversions. Let me know how that goes. Practice that.